Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, thank you very much for stopping by the channel. I really appreciate it. Today I am celebrating a pretty major accomplishment, at least for me it is. 350 videos uploaded to YouTube. And over the years I have learned a ton, and I want to share the lessons I've learned with you. If you're thinking about starting a channel or trying to figure out how to grow your channel, or you think you're too old to start a channel, stick around because you're not. The first thing, and probably the most important of all of them, is consistency. You have to be consistent. Consistency is more important than perfection. I don't think your audience will expect perfection. In fact, if you watch YouTube more and more, you'll see the less perfect and the less produced videos I think are starting to do much better. When it's less perfect, it seems more authentic and more genuine, and I think that's what the people that are coming to YouTube are actually looking for. Number two, I think, is finding your niche. I do think that's important because if it's not your niche and you don't love it, you're not going to be consistent and stick with it. So, like for me, it was kind of easy to find my niche. I've been doing photography my whole life. I love doing photography, and I've lived here in the Midwest my whole life. So couple those two, and doing photography and videography here in the Midwest, I've kind of attracted an audience that appreciates the rural life and big sky country and all things nostalgic. So finding your niche would really be number two on my list, and I would encourage you to do something that you love to do and love to talk about and love to share. Number three, I think, is community. And if you watch any of my videos, you know I'm totally into building a community, and I respond to every single comment on my videos, and I know it's not possible for the bigger channels. They get thousands and thousands of comments, so no judgment there, but I respond and try to say something meaningful in each of my responses to let the person know, and actually to thank the person if they take the time A, to watch my video, B, to comment, and even if it's a critical comment, I'm good with that because it helps me learn. But I try to give a little bit of something back in my comment back to them, so they know I actually read their comment and took something away from it. So yeah, I like to build a community, and I think that's an important part of it. And I think you'll find that if you focus on building community, your channel will continue to grow and you'll get more out of it than you think. And in fact, building the community part of it was really important to me because I want to get something out of giving these videos out to you guys. And I've been doing YouTube for 6 years now. I just monetized my channel, and I never had any intention on monetizing my channel. My takeaway from doing YouTube was the comments and feedback that I get from all you guys. So yeah, definitely focus on that, building a community. That's important. The next one is equally as important, and it's really important to know in the beginning. YouTube, for 99.9% of the world, is a marathon, not a sprint. So be ready for the long haul. Be ready for putting in the work. It's not easy. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of hours to, if you don't know how to shoot video, if you don't know how to edit video, if you don't know anything about sound, and sometimes there's travel involved and all that stuff. So it's a lot of time. It's a big time commitment, but it's totally worth it. But just know that, you know, your first 10, 20, 30 videos isn't going to guarantee that you get any subscribers, let alone 100 or 500 or 1,000. So just know going into it, it is a marathon. Get to know the analytics. Get to understand the nuts and bolts behind the scenes of YouTube. And for the first 5.5 years, I totally stayed away from that. I figured if I looked into that stuff, it was going to be analysis paralysis for me, and it would hurt me more than it would help me. But I was totally wrong. It will certainly guide you in the right direction, and it will kind of inspire you. If you get in there and start to understand the analytics, you'll know what people are looking for. You'll know what the people like react to, and it will just help kind of drive you in a certain direction to help you make, you know, good videos that people are looking for. And, you know, when you get more views, honestly, it feels better. So you know, get to know your analytics. Don't be afraid of trying to understand the analytics. YouTube does a pretty good job of putting material out there to help you understand what's going on behind the analytics, and also how to make the analytics work for you, if that makes any sense. The next one I would say is equipment. Don't feel like you have to go out and buy, you know, the nicest new mirrorless camera, the nicest this and the nicest microphones and all that stuff, because you don't. At least not in the beginning, for sure. You know, just use your phone or use the camera that you have. The phones today are so good, and the audio on the phones is good. And even like GoPros and, you know, action cameras, those things are also good these days. So I would say do not go out thinking that you have to have the, you know, the best equipment, the best lights, audio, all that stuff. You don't have to have that. Not in the beginning, for sure. And yeah, just use what you have and get started, and do what you can, and then grow from there. Alright, so this next one might seem a little bit weird, and well, it probably is a little bit weird. I'm just going to throw it out there. So don't get hung up on watching other people's videos in your niche. The moral of the story is comparison is the thief of joy. And I will tell you, I go out of my way to not watch too many other photography channels on YouTube. If I'm watching YouTube in the photography realm, it's typically Thomas Heaton, and that's pretty close to it. There's a few others. Gavin Hardcastle would be one. But the thing is, it's like I tell myself before I watch their videos, it's like, you know, don't get discouraged, because what they're doing is so incredible. And not only the work, but the B-roll and the audio and the sound and what they say, and, you know, everything that goes into it. It's like, you know, you cannot compare yourself to the people that necessarily inspire you, or, you know, you want to get to that point, because you'll just get discouraged and so on and so forth. So I would just caution you, you know, watch other YouTube channels that are in your niche, but watch them for inspiration and engagement. Honestly, I would strongly encourage you to get involved, you know, comment on those channels and see if you can start up a conversation with somebody else that's watching those channels. But definitely don't think that you are not as good as you are because you get caught up comparing yourself to these other channels. It's very easy to do, but try not to. And lastly, I would just say have fun with it. Don't take yourself too seriously. Don't think you're going to make $1 million right out of the gate, because you're not. Just get out, have fun, do what you want to do, make it your own. Don't think you have to be the next Mr. Beast or whatever, because you're not going to be. Be the first you and be happy with that, and just have fun with doing it. And if you're thinking of starting the channel, just do it. Don't let self-doubt get in the way. You have something unique to share. You have something unique to say. And you're going to have a unique way to say it and share it. So I would encourage you just to just do it and get it started. And just remember, a few of these lessons that I've shared with you today. And I guarantee you I'll probably be subscribing to your channel in the not too distant future. If you found these lessons helpful, please do me a favor. Put a like on the video. It really helps the channel. If you've not done so already, hit the old subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. As I said earlier, I'm not 100% consistent yet on when I release videos. I wouldn't want you to miss anything. And in the comments, let me know, what are the biggest lessons you've learned from creating or watching videos on YouTube? Alright everybody, with that, hey, I am Garrick, and I am your very best friend in the whole wide world. So we'll see you next time, everybody. Thanks so much for stopping by. Bye bye.